Hi, I'm Cindy Halle with the USPA Certified Polo Instructor program. Today I'm going to be teaching a lesson to a beginner student on the offside forehand shot. I'm going to go through with him when to prepare, going through the polo stance and getting him out in the saddle correctly, to locate the ball, to turn his hips and his shoulders, that the mallet is going to swing in a plane parallel to his horse's back. His eyes are going to stay on the ball, and he's going to lead with his shoulder, then his elbow, then his wrist, and the mallet head, and allow it to follow through to get the most out of his shot, and then back to the ready position. So essentially just going through the stages of that. After he's got a sense of what to do with that, then we'll practice hitting an actual ball at a standstill, then at a walk, and then to have him practice keeping his horse straight through the shot, and afterwards we'll put 2 balls in a row. I've also got a more advanced student with us to help demonstrate so that my student can also see somebody else doing it on a horse. So in a few minutes we'll be field side with both my beginner student and my assistant. Okay, so today, Stuart, you've practiced your half swing. So now we're going to teach you the offside forehand. This is the shot you're probably going to use the most in polo. It's everyone's most comfortable shot. It's usually everyone's most powerful shot. It's usually the one we start out on. So we've got Trent here, he can demonstrate it a little bit. Essentially, you're hitting the ball forward on the off side of your horse. So that's this side. You can hit, there's 4 basic shots. I can hit it forward on this side, I can hit it backwards on this side, I can hit it forward on this side, backwards on this side. Those are our 4 basics. But again, this is the easiest one for most people, so we're going to start out with this. So as you're sitting in the saddle right here, right, you can't really turn, see you turn and look at Trent, try and turn your shoulders and look at him, okay? So you can only turn so far, right? So our polo stance is up where you're gonna get just kind of the back of your butt out of the saddle. You're going to squeeze with your thighs and your knees. So let's try that right now. So send it up a little bit so you're squeezing here. It's okay? You're good? All right, so you're going to, a little bit more. So hold yourself there. Your heel's still down, and underneath you, hold yourself right there. Okay, now you can turn your body and turn and face him. Now see how you can turn your hips now? Okay, so that's really, the polo stance is our position to be ready to hit the ball. And the reason we want to be up is because if I'm sitting like sitting like this, I can't really turn my hips. They're all connected. So if I want to face this way, I've got to get my butt out of the saddle a little bit. Okay? We're going to get in our position, and we're going to keep our hand in the center of their neck. Our eyes are going to be over where that line of the ball is. And remember that we've got a horse here, so it's not going to be right by his foot. It's going to be out about 2 feet. So let's just start out with the mallet down. Let's just try the half swing, make sure you've got that correct, okay? So again, you're going to turn your left shoulder and your left hip bone towards the ball so that you're trying to get the ball to go straight. The ball is going to go at the angle your shoulders are. If your shoulders stay like this, the ball's going to go there. So we're going to try and get straight. You're going to bring the mallet back and then follow through, letting your wrist break a little bit. Your shoulder kind of drops, starts the shot, then your elbow, then your wrist, and last the mallet head. Okay, so you're ready for the full swing. So here's our ready position with our mallet. This is only if you're not strong enough to hold the mallet up. So we're holding it, and if you kind of hold it, you should be able to just tip the mallet, and you're not having, it'll stay there, right? You're not killing it, you're just holding it very lightly in your hand. Okay, so for an offside forward shot, we're going to first get up out of the saddle just a tad into that polo stance, turn our body, keeping our hand here, mallet's up, and our eyes are over that imaginary ball, point about 2 feet, and you're gonna, your bottom of your stroke will be, let it go. Just let that weight of that mallet just drop on it. Keep your head down on that imaginary ball. Let's try it one more time. So relax. Okay, there you go. Shoulders need to be, see where your shoulders were, so get up again a little bit. Okay, there you go. And then relax that finger a little bit. And try again. Good, there you go. See, and the harder you try and hit it, the less your ball is going to go. It's all about the momentum of the mallet head and everything staying relaxed. All right, so Trent, why don't you face Stuart a little bit just sideways so you can kind of see what that looks like from the front. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, nice, just a nice, so nice straight stroke. Okay, keep your eyes down. Try it one more time. I know it's hard without a ball because you're not thinking of look, okay? You feel pretty comfortable with that? Okay. Now we're just going to try to make the contact nice and easy. Just at a standstill. Okay, remember, polo seat, so up. You're going to rotate, and you're also kind of opening up this hip, which you were doing pretty well. Okay, ready? We're just going to look at the ball. Okay, now follow through. Not up, just follow through forward. And then you just let your arm break and come back right back to there. Okay, this is the ready position. The reason is because you may hit it here, and then you know, in polo, then someone rides you off, and you've got to be ready to hit it on both sides. So this you can go. I can go any place here. Once I'm down here, I can only be on this side. Does that make sense? Okay, guys. So Stuart, we've talked about what your body position is, all the different things you're supposed to do. You've had a couple swings, so now we're going to put it into a walk, which is a little more fun. Then we get it a little further along, it gets even more fun. So Trent's going to demonstrate to you. We talked about, so when you're steering your horse to the ball, you're going to imaginary line kind of 2 feet to the left of it, so you're set up for the ball. And again, you're trying to time it so that your mallet is up and you're ready, and your body's turned before you get to the ball, and you're going to try and contact that ball pretty much right where just kind of where that line is on your boot. Well, you don't have that line, but right about your ball of your foot there. Okay, so Trent's going to demonstrate. Now, one little thing, this is really minor, but it's going to come into play later. So we haven't really talked about the line of the ball, but what you want to get into the habit is all the rules of polo are designated around this line of the ball, or most of them anyhow. So when you hit that ball, you've created a line. So you want to make sure that horse goes forward, and then you're going to turn away from that line. It's just a good habit to get into. It's good training for the horses too. So, all right, Trent. So we've got these cones here. If you go between them, that's great. If you don't worry about it. So go ahead and get behind Trent Stewart. Trent's going to make a nice, easy offside fore shot. Eyes down, you're following through, and then back to your ready position. That's good, Trent. You can come right there. We're only walking. You guys don't have to go too far away. Nice and relaxed. Okay, good. So you get that from behind too. Now you kind of see what his body's doing. Okay. Your eyes popped up just a tad, Trent, but that was a very nice shot. Mallet off your shoulder, held there you go. Rotate your hips, head over the ball. Okay, you got a little what happened? You tell me what happened there.
Took my eye off the ball for one thing.
And what about the distance from your horse to the ball?
A little too close.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then once you hit that ball, let that mallet follow through, okay? Don't try and control it. Good, let that wrist a little relax a bit. Now hold her away, hold him away, relax. Okay, better on the follow through, and then make him walk forward a little bit, okay? We're gonna add another ball in a second. Stuart, just come right around to this. And relax that hand, you're not trying to kill it. You're just trying to direct it forward. That's all right, you just popped your head up, come right around again. Make sure your hand, you were doing a good job at sort of trying to hold your horse away from it, and you're doing a great job. We're okay with it, like if you lose your balance and maybe have your hand touching the neck, but you don't want to lean on the neck, so that's good. You're doing a great job with your hands. Hold them away. Rotate, shoulders. Actually, the stroke was really good. Mallet off your shoulder. You just topped it a little bit. You want to be looking at the bottom of the ball. Could you kind of hear that as well as kind of feel it? Okay, so let's put 2 balls in a row here, because not only are you hitting the ball, but you're also riding your horse. So you've got to keep your horse, especially as you start playing and going faster, you want to ride your horse through that ball and on to the next play. So let's move over here a little bit. So now, Stuart, you're going to hit that ball, and then you're going to go on to the next ball. Okay, go ahead. Rotate your shoulders out of the saddle. Well done. Now keep her straight, him straight. Relax. Well done. Okay. Popping your hands up just a tad. As you're hitting, you're sort of losing your balance. So let's try and get up in that polo stance a little bit earlier. And just get some balls there. All right, try it again. Up in that polo stance. Well done. Off your shoulder, up in the polo stance. It's all right. It's all right. That was kind of, it actually was in a little bit of a divot. So I want you just to let that mallet go a little bit. Just let it drop, let it do the work for you, and then just follow through. You're trying to control it a little bit, which is very, very common. It's not a big deal, but you're doing a good job steering him. All right, so let's just try to back this direction. Got to get back in the view here. So relax your hand on the grip. You're kind of getting back into the fist. Just let this relax a little bit. Let's try two more. Let's try and finish with a good one, huh? Okay, go ahead. It's all right. That mallet's got to travel on a plane parallel to him. There you go, that's it. I guess that was the one thing I needed to tell you. So you've got, it's sort of like there's a plane that's parallel with his backbone. And so that mallet's got to sort of traverse that, it's got to travel on that whole path. So I think you were getting a little wiggly. That's good, okay? Thank you, Trent. Okay. So tell me, go through the process of your offside foreshot.
You want to get up in your polo stance. Open
Right.
up your shoulders.
Right.
And swing, let the mallet
Right.
swing itself and go
Right.
down and follow through and
Right.
then peel off the line of the ball.
Well done. And you did. I didn't even have to correct your left leg. That's a really, like I said, that's a really common problem. You did a great job on that. So this is going to be the one you practice. You know, you're going to hit this the most probably in a game. And as we learn the other strokes and go on to them, this is a little bit your fallback, but you do want to make sure you practice the other ones. So you can also, after you go home, you can use kind of play wall ball with a foot mallet, with an arena ball. The main thing you want to do when you're practicing with that is you want to make sure you got to mimic how you're gonna be on a horse. Okay. So you did a good job turning your feet. So you want to make sure you're pretending to hold a rein hand. Because if you're hitting like this or you're hitting like this, that doesn't really help. So you're just gonna hold your rein hand here and just practice that, okay? So well done. So after you've seen my lesson teaching a beginner the offside forehand shot, I hope that'll be helpful for you in teaching a lesson similar to that. You want to remember to have the student get into their polo stance before they get to the ball. You want to make sure that their mallet is in a plane parallel to their horse's body. They're going to rotate their shoulders and hips by putting their thigh and knee into the left side of the stirrup and opening up their right hip. Their head's going to stay down. and letting that mallet do the work with leading with the shoulder, elbow, wrist, and then finally the mallet head. They should also follow through, which tends to be the hardest part for them, and then bring their mallet back to the ready position. I'm Cindy Halle with the USPA Certified Polo Instructors Program. Play safe, play smart, and play polo.